Well, my name is Charles Lopez. I'm doing a review on the Spigarelli Barebow. This is for my blog, Charles's Archery blog. This Barebow is, I've had this Barebow a few months now. I'm very pleased with it. I can give you an overview of it. Of course, because it is a Barebow, it's a heavier riser than your average Olympic style bow. This riser alone is about 3.2 pounds. If you add the limbs, rest, and other hardware, string, etc., you end up at just about 4 pounds 7 ounces. About an extra pound and change of weight once you add everything else. So about 4.7 ounces. This bow has a lot of options for adding weight. You can add weight here in the riser itself, both at the top and the bottom. You also can add in the stabilizer bushings, so that would be right there at the bottom, in the center, and at the very top. So there's a lot of combinations of how you can add weight to this bow to do two things. One, provide the balance you're looking for in a bow as you shoot it, but also a lot of barebow shooters like more weight to have more stability, since in the barebow classes, more often than not, you can't have long stabilizers. Being able to add weight helps with stability. It doesn't quite have the same effect or reducing effect that a long stabilizer has on inertia, but it's still, weight alone still reduces movement, and that's helpful. Let's see. Other features on this bow is adjustment on it is pretty straightforward. That'll be here for adjusting limbs and helping in tuning. Here with removing that set screw allows you to get to the fasteners in there to move those limbs around to tune that. This barebow does come with Spigarelli supplies this magnetic rest, which is a very nice rest. So I'm pleased with that. The finish is overall very good. In this recess here, where it's recessed in this face here, where they probably had to bottom machine that out, I can see some tooling marks there. They're minor. I don't have any objection to them myself. I think I don't think it's a big deal personally. I guess that's what I would say. The grip, the stock grip that comes with this bow, I wasn't crazy about it, so I did swap the grip out to a Jaeger grip, which I'm very happy with. Otherwise, this bow, the next thing I'd like to do is take this bow outside. We can shoot it outside and see how different weight affects the balance and stability of the bow. So I think what we'll do, one of the ways these bows get judged a lot is by how much these bows tip back when you shoot them, or how much that upper limb is headed to your head when you release. So I'd like to test that with no weight, some weight, one at the bottom, two at the top, some in the bottom stabilizer bushing, so we can just see what the effects of that are, and just inform other archers on what to expect with one of these bows. Otherwise, this is a sweet shooter. I've been very pleased with it. But let's go do those tests and find out. Okay, we're outside now. We're going to go ahead and do a little testing on this bow. I'm going to start with the bow with no weight added. So this is just the bow, just as is, naked, so to speak. As far as grip, my grip is like that as a lifeline shooter. But if you know, if you have a different grip, it is going to affect how much that bow tilts back. So just bear that in mind as you know, for yourself, should you get into a bow like this. But I'll go ahead and do that first test. Okay. And we can just see how much that bow tilts back with nothing on there. Okay, take another quick shot here. It definitely has tilt back, but it doesn't go straight to your head. It has already inherent better balance than that as a barebow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add a weight at the bottom, and then we'll shoot it like that and test that. I've gone ahead, I've added one of these 7.4 ounce weights to the bow. This is fastened with the set screw here. The weight looks like this. It's made by Spigarelli. Pretty flexible. You can add one of these long set screws here. And then you can also use them here, let's say on one of these bottom bushings. So they can either be used like this, or you just remove that and then you can slip it in here and shoot them that way. So we're going to go ahead and shoot this with a single weight. So we can determine the reaction of it. Okay, you can tell already that has, that kicks back a lot less than with no weight. Let's take one more shot there. Okay, so next I'll add another weight here, and we'll test. I've added that second weight now, so I have both weights on the bow. The bow is definitely heavier. I think the bow with two weights is about 5 pounds 6 ounces. So it's it's definitely, you can feel there's a lot more heft to it. You can absolutely add more weight, and a lot more people choose to do that if you want. There's people that make custom weights. There's a lot of ways to go about them. Nice thing about this bow is the flexible platform it provides to do that. Okay, so let's try it with two weights. Okay, the reaction of the bow is definitely lessened, definitely mitigated by the weight. Balance is absolutely different from what it was with no weight on it. I'll go ahead and I'll take this weight, I'm going to swap it right to that front bushing, so all that weight is dead at the bottom, which I think is a nice combination. Let's try that. Okay, I've added that weight to that bottommost stabilizer bushing. I still have the weight in the riser itself, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot it this way. So the weight of the bow hasn't changed since I had both of them. The balance is slightly different though. So let's go ahead and try it out this way. Okay, you see there's very little kick to it now. Of course, the very top of that limb is coming back a little bit, just a regular bow reaction, but it doesn't have a whole lot of kick to it now. Okay, lastly, I'm going to take that weight off. I'm just going to shoot it with just a forward weight and see what what effect that has on the bow. Switch it. I just have that forward stabilizer bushing weight just on the very bottom. Everything else is empty. So this adds a little weight to the bow, but not a ton, depending on what your comfort level is with weight. Let's see what effect that has on that upper limb kicking back on the balance of the bow. Okay, so it still kicks a little, but it's in my mind minimal. I think it's very comfortable. Okay, and then you can see it there, just balanced on hand. Okay, so again, this is the Spigarelli Barebow. There's also its bigger brother is a 650 club, which is a whole pound heavier than this bow. I like the lighter version because it's not so heavy that I couldn't add a sight to this and a long stabilizer. I wanted to do more of an Olympic style bow or setup. I think it's still within that realm that I'd be comfortable with that weight. I've actually done that, and I'm okay with that. So there's of course a place for a clicker, place for sight. I think this is a nice bow. I'm happy with it. I recommend it. Some people, I think maybe for some folks have mentioned that the stabilizer bushings don't have stainless steel inserts. You know, for some that'll be a problem. I haven't found that to be a problem for me, but it may be for some. Yeah, I think this is a nice bow. I think it's a sweet shooter. I think if you got into one of these, you'd be pleased. I suppose that's what I have to say. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping an eye out on my blog, Charles Archery blog, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.